welcome back to Sneakers in the Elder Scrolls Online. Sneakers is still pondering this Legacy of Baelborne rock quest that he's on, and the conundrums therein, because there's this Baelborne person who wants him to break the curse on the estates that he has inherited, and Sneakers has talked to the ghost that was haunting it, and apparently the ghost seems to have been badly mistreated by some, well, by the ancestors basically, or the father specifically of the current iteration of the Baelborne clan. And apparently she had to make some kind of bargain with some unknown entity to save the life of her son, Mr. Baelborne Senior's own son as well, apparently, but not a son that he ever owned up to, apparently. And the problem is, she's claiming if the curse is broken, then her son is going to be killed by the son's master, whoever that is. Might be the same entity. Well, we don't know really. That's kind of the problem with it. As one of you guys pointed out, it's really just we're left with just tiny fragments of a tale, to be honest. And that was all June that mentioned that, and yeah, that is the kind of the problem. Sneakers just doesn't know enough, and he now has sort of a decision to make. He can either go to the waterfall near the tower and try to break the curse, or else tell Baelborne to forget all about his inheritance and just leave. And that means going to two slightly different places. That's the waterfall where we might be able to break the curse, and that's where Baelborne, the inheritor of the estates, is. And well, another subscriber, Anne Elysium, pointed out, and I very much would like to thank you for this piece of advice, that basically, although lots of things are unknowns here, it's probably, in a way, more important for the disowned sons, for the disowned son not to be killed. That's probably rather more important than just the legitimate son getting his inheritance. Or well, actually, I've been saying something wrong. I think we don't know that the child whose life is apparently in danger is a son at all. It could be a daughter. We just know that it's a child, the offspring of the ghost. So we could go tell Baelborne to leave on that basis. Snickers thinks that there is some logic to this, to put the value of the life of one child above the possessions of another. However, the big problem is Sneakers does not have enough information. Sneakers would specifically like to know what it is about breaking this curse that would cause the master to, unknown master, to kill the child of the woman who turned into a ghost. Ideally, what Snickers would want to do is to find a way to try and free this child from his master, or her master, its master. And Snickers has no idea how to do that, and frankly the game probably doesn't give us any chance to do that. So, well, he could go tell Baelborne to leave. Or he could try to seek out more information. Unfortunately, it doesn't really think that going and to try and search, trying to look into the place where curse can be broken is really very likely to actually get him very much more information, but nonetheless, let's give it a go. Let's see what's here at least. This is a Daedric warding stone. We can examine it. Someone is detecting sneakers now. An imp, possibly. Well, oh, that's fun. Strange. Sneakers examined this stone and then it disappeared. Name character is now here. Daedric to Snickers. Not hostile. Won't talk to Snickers. Odd. I'm gonna... and... it disappeared again. And the warding stone is there. This is very strange magic. So we examine the warding stone. Tachnim appears. Stands there. Does very little. Odd. Certainly not. Doesn't seem to be getting Snickers any further information. Let's see here for a bit. Okay, I have a feeling I might have broken some sort of script that got triggered by stuff like looking at a map. So let's try once more to just examine the stone. Here's this Tachnim character. He starts walking towards me and then he stops. Nope, still not doing nothing. Okay, apparently someone is attacking this person. Poor Virend had to pay for it with a soldier, apparently. Well, if you want to go again, Snickers can regenerate you. But Mr. Virend is off collecting jute. Snickers doesn't see any reason to just attack this. Is that what Snickers would need to do to break the curse? If that is so, then frankly, perhaps we ought indeed to go talk to Mr. Baelborne instead, because does certainly seem to be the less violent alternative then. Perhaps that personal Daedric stuff is actually... it could be the son, the child, it could also be the master. Snickers will probably never know.
What's going on? I was able to get this far, but I still feel the approaching dread and building terror. Did you talk with the spirit?
Well, your grandmother and father were very cruel and heartless. They certainly earned this curse, though that doesn't necessarily mean you did.
I told you my father was a bastard, but what he did happened many years ago. I had no part in that. Why should I have to suffer for what he did? It doesn't matter. Listen, you need to convince the ghost to move on.
Well, maybe the curse should stay?
Please, convince the spirit that we suffered enough. My mother ordered the hired guards to reclaim this place no matter the cost. It's out of my hands. These men will kill anyone who gets in their way.
So... what, Snickers will have to kill the guards if it doesn't... Snickers tried to convince the spirit. The spirit isn't convincible. Snickers isn't frightened of the guards, but doesn't want to kill them either. Ah, the plot thickens, so now Snickers is facing the choice of killing guards or killing off some strange... You know what? Sod this! Sod you stupid... Well... So... Snickers isn't gonna stop you, Snickers just isn't gonna help you. If you find a way to break a curse, you do it! Goodbye, sir! Snickers had enough of this idiotic quest. Snickers is going to move on and go elsewhere. Surely there is other stuff to occupy his time than this idiotic business of trying to figure out some magic that he doesn't know how to figure out, basically. Let's see, what other quests have we got active? Because basically I'm giving up on this one. It's looking to me as if there's a choice between two violent alternatives, and Snickers isn't going to take any of them, and he doesn't see how... doesn't know what to do to really break the curse without possibly attacking that character that appeared when he touched the ward. He doesn't want to... So he doesn't want to fight Baelborne, Mr. Baelborne's guard, so, you know, what's keeping him from just moving on? I think that's actually the logical thing for him to do. Yeah. That stuff is too high level for me. Oh yeah. The Mages Guild. Right. Huh. It's another quest I was kind of giving up on, wasn't it? This isn't looking so good, to be honest. I'm sorry if this is kind of a slightly, not negative, but slightly sort of depressing episode, but I mean, Snickers really doesn't know.
Help me!
Oh, what's this? Help you with what?
Can you lend a hand?
Okay, to do what?
Thank you.
Okay, so now what? And just like that, it disappears. Snickers has no idea what that was all about. but he helped out someone in need. Knocking off some Daedra, sending their souls back to oblivion. That is fine by him. And that seems to be all he's going to be doing in this episode, guys. Sorry, this just doesn't make enough sense to me. So we'll see if we can find something else to do later on. Until then, go in peace, live and